What's up, everybody? I'm the Mana Dork. I don't have a catchphrase, but what I do have is a standard deck for you with absolutely no rares or mythics. We're talking just commons and uncommons today, and we're playing Blue Black Poison. We've got 4 Bilious Skull Dweller, 1 mana for a 1/1 with Death Touch and Toxic. We've got 4 Voidwing Hybrid, Blue Black for a 2/1 flyer with Toxic 1, and whenever you proliferate, return it from your graveyard to your hand. 2 copies of Dune Mover, 2 mana for a 2/1 artifact creature with Toxic 1. When it enters, you may search your library for a basic land, put it on top. And then we've got 4 Blightbelly Rat, 1 in a black for a 2/2 with Toxic 1, and whenever it dies, proliferate. And that's our creature suite. And for spells, we've got 3 Experimental Augury, 1 in a blue, look at the top 3 of your library, put 1 of them into your hand, the rest on the bottom, and then proliferate. Prologue to Pheresis, 1 in a blue, each opponent gets a poison counter, you draw a card. 4 Serum Snare, 1 in a blue, instant, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If that permanent was mana value 3 or less, proliferate. Drown in Ichor, 1 in a black, sorcery. Target creature gets -4/-4 until end of turn and proliferate. 4 Distorted Curiosity, 2 in a blue. If the opponent has 3 or more poison counters, it only costs 1. Draw 2 cards. Infectious Inquiry, 2 in a black. You draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. The opponent gets a poison counter. 4 Vraska's Fall, 2 in a black. Each opponent sacks a planeswalker or a creature and gets a poison counter. And then 20 lands, which seems a little light, but our curve basically doesn't extend beyond 2, because that will hopefully be 1 mana for that. So we've only got 7 cards in the whole deck that cost more than 2. We've also got a handful of things that draw us cards, as well as card selection options through the augury. So we will have more opportunities to find lands, as well as having the Dune Mover to put a land on top if we need. So that's the deck. Let's go run some games and see what kind of trouble we can cause. Alright. What's up, opponent? Where are you at? You're on the mulligan to 5. Alright. They got some surveilling going on, but they're not throwing anything in the bin. As soon as they drop a permanent, we're in business. Search for a dude and draw. Search for a land rather than make a dude. Even though the dude's not important, this is going to get us our first poison. Hybrid. Ill-timed, alright. You keeping everything, or are you going to throw some stuff away and make us lose our guy? They do. That's fine, we'll just get him back. Let's make a rat. And another explosion. They're all Michael Bay over here. We get our proliferate on. And get back our hybrid. Augury and finding the land. Give that counter. Play this guy again. Titania's command. Make a couple dudes, alright? Let's go ahead and kill one of them. And opponent sees where this is going. Like this hand. Both colors. We got a dude. We got a way to give poison directly and draw a card. Let's see what the opponent's up to. Green and a Wormlet. Alright. Drop the hybrid. Toughest cookie ever. No blocks. Green, blue. So I think we hold up the Serum Snare because they're probably going to make a Zoetic Glyph on 3. And we can just pop that food token in response. Nope, it's the Falcon. Alright. Down to 13. They solve their case. And they counter our prologue? They do. Alright. And Billy here can step in front of whoever. And then we got a Serum Snare for whoever else. That is a Larcenist. And they chose to turn their own thing into a treasure. Alright. Block here. They're still at 2 poisons, so these are still full cost, which is making things a little bit difficult for us. Let's try and snare that before it becomes a problem. And they sack it in response. Alright. I'm good with that. Not good with being at 8. Sack a creature now. Just going to turn these on. Deciding whether or not... Yes, it makes perfect sense to use that as a mana source. Because we'll be able to use it to cast the Augury, proliferate, and then get the hybrid back from our graveyard to our hand. Sentinel, alright. Surge engine. Get back the hybrid. Draw a little bit. Get rid of you. Opponent's good gaming us, but I'm not sure we're at that point yet. Of course, I don't know what's in their hand. They're still doing the good game, so they must have Zoetic Glyph. Yep. They got us. All right, let's go. That guy. Well, I got that guy. Now what you gonna do? Kill my guy and get through, probably. Yep, we got nothing to proliferate. That's all right. Draw a couple and get a guaranteed poison in. And then next turn that'll make our proliferates a little more worthwhile. 3 color. Boy, you crazy. That thing. That is a thing. Let's get rid of it. Pass it back. And they're going to play a Void Wing. We'll make them pick up the Void Wing. Skull Dweller. And our own Void Wing. What's the opponent going to do now? Void Wing again, alright. Times 2. That's a lot. Block. Because we know we're going to proliferate next turn. Draw. And draw again. So I think this Void Wing standoff is going to make it so that this game winds up not being about combat, but about the spells. Attack in. They don't want to trade. Alright. Hybrid. We'll draw again. More poison for you. Thrumming Bird is a card. Alright. Trade across evenly. Put the snare in hand. They get a counter. And we get back our flyers. Come over for one. See if they want to trade with that Thrumming Bird, and they don't. So let's go land. Make both of those again. Opponent says good game. Assassin's Trophy. Find a land. Snare that back to their hand. Proliferate and get our hybrid again. And send them over. And that wraps it up. Alright, we can try this one. Whenever you're ready, opponent. Glaring response to the trigger. Whenever you want, sure. That is a legal thing. Let's get a rat going. Yep. I just had to make sure. You might forget to block. Like those guys. Tainted Indulgence. Alright. Throwing away all their bitter triumphs. Alright. Archaeologist again. Send everybody. Get some counters. I was hoping for another land, but we'll be fine without. Tali in the bin as well. Let's prologue again. There's a land. Get rid of you. Five poison. Send both of these. Confounding Riddle. Alright. Enigma Goliath. Alright. And now we got the reanimation spell? We don't, but that's okay. They get their 8th counter. We got our Voidwing back. And 6 mana means we get to do this and give them a counter. And do that and give them a counter. Alright. There we go. Turn 1 Billy. Nothing in the bin, alright. Is that what we want next? So many choices. Let's go with the rat. Pardon. Reunion, alright. So they are on slimes. Voidwing. I think we're in good shape because we'll be able to... I was going to say we were going to be able to drown the first one. But that's not going to work. However, 2 Serum Snare seems like a very good plan. In fact, we won't even need the second one, it looks like. That'll do it. Try this. I'm sure we'll prologue into a swamp. Let's do it now. While they don't have any untapped blue. They got zombies going on. Let's get rid of that one. Land. Pass it back. 3/3. When dudes die, he makes a token. Okay. Droid wings so we can fly over everybody. Zombie again. Sure thing. Put that back in your hand. We'll go to 14. Let's make a blight belly and swing over. Rider again. Sure thing. Let's put that rider back in your hand before anything happens. There's another counter. Block 1. Down to 9. Proliferate. Start with this one. Nine and 10. And that was our poison deck. Now, contrary to what I said in the intro, because I was wrong, this is a little shy on lands. So I think the 2 Dune Movers actually need to be our 23rd or 22nd and 21st lands. But other than that, the deck ran well. I enjoyed it, which is funny because I'm not usually one for poison. So if it was able to make a convert out of me, there's certainly some value to it. So if you're still here, thanks for making it to the end of the video. I appreciate you taking the time to hang out and watch me play some games. Feel free to leave a comment if you like what you saw, or if there's anything you'd like to see me do differently. Whatever constructive thoughts you have, I'd love to hear them. Don't forget to like the subscribe and button the smash, or whatever it is you do to show that you appreciate the video. We're a new channel, so every bit of feedback we get helps out. Thanks again for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one.